How's it going, YouTube, and welcome to my review of the Kronoz ZeWatch. Now, this watch falls into the budget category at $59.99, and it's basically a smartwatch built in Bluetooth to connect up to your smartphone. It's actually presented very similarly to how the GoPros are presented. Whilst I'll show you what comes in the box, as you can see on your screen, I'm going to actually tell you about some of the features of this watch. So obviously it does tell the time. It is a watch after all. It's got built-in Bluetooth, it's got a ringer and vibrate, it has got caller ID. So you can take calls and reject calls as well, because it has got a built-in speaker and microphone. You can also stream music straight to it from your smartphone, and it's got an anti-lost alert. Now, I've actually been using this daily for about a month now, so I've been testing it quite extensively. So hopefully with this review, I'll be able to help you make the decision whether to buy or not to buy this smartwatch. Now, looking at the front of the watch, you're presented with an OLED screen with a resolution of 128 by 32 pixels. And you can see that the orientation is landscape instead of portrait. And looking at the back of the watch, you can see the two pins for the charging clip, and also you can see that it is a Swiss watch. So you can see that the watch is all plastic apart from the strap, which is a real nice rubberized strap, and it actually feels pretty sturdy. I mean, I only did just test it for the 1 month, but in that 1 month there's no sign of wear, as you'd expect only after a month's usage. But it does feel very thick and quite strong, so hopefully it should last. The only weak point of the watch that I can make out is actually where the strap attaches onto the watch face. There's a small little pin which goes through it, and it does allow it to slightly move, which allows the strap to come misaligned, so it doesn't actually fit very flush up against the face. But other than that, you can see where the microphone and the speaker is just by looking at the microphone, which is at the bottom of the watch, and the speaker is at the top of the watch. There are only two buttons to control this watch. One is on the right hand side, which is a red button, and the left hand side one is a white button. Now, depending on how you press these buttons, either by hold down, double tapping, or single pressing, you can reject calls, you can redial numbers, you can turn the watch on and off, and also turn the volume up and down. So this does take quite a lot of getting used to, because there are other functions such as rotating the screen, setting the time itself, and a few other little bits and bolts which you can do, such as 24-hour or 12-hour clock, depending on how you like it. So there are a lot of button combinations to remember, so I actually had to revert to the manual quite often. I actually like the look of the watch. I actually found it to be quite stylish and really comfortable to wear as well. Being made out of plastic and rubber, it's very light, so you didn't even notice it was on there half the time. One thing I will say is outdoor visibility is awful. I found myself constantly angling the phone to get it in the right light so I can see the time. Now, what I'm going to show you now is this phone's pretty much only smart feature, and that's the ability to connect up to your phone and play any audio through your watch, which includes voice calls. Now, the watch itself doesn't display any notifications in terms of text messaging or WhatsApp messaging or any other app related notifications. It literally just does your phone calls, and providing that your notification ringtone is long enough, you will actually hear those coming through the watch too. It's not all bad news though. The speaker quality is actually excellent, as I'll demonstrate right now.
/support. If you've got a touchscreen phone, why not avoid the wait? Just hang up and text the word chat to 802-802 for free to chat to one of us right now. That's texting the word chat to 802-802.
So as you can tell, even outdoors the audio was very loud and clear. Now, because of this being its only smart feature, I wouldn't really class this as a smartwatch. It's actually no different from a Bluetooth headset, except it's just strapped around your wrist. And it doesn't even have the benefit of a long battery life like you do get with a Bluetooth headset. I actually found myself running out of battery within a day, and towards the end of that first day it started getting very low on battery, causing the Bluetooth connection to constantly disconnect. And with this phone, when it does lose the Bluetooth connection, it automatically vibrates and actually alerts you saying it's disconnected, because it thinks you left your phone behind. But it's actually the Bluetooth getting very weak and constantly losing connection. And if you think you can actually put up with it just being a connected Bluetooth audio device, it actually gets a little bit tedious, especially when it comes to watching media back. Let's say, for example, you're watching a YouTube video clip, you get your phone out your pocket, you press play on the clip and it starts playing the audio. It's only then you realise that the audio is actually coming through your watch. And the only way of getting it to come through the phone again is you have to completely turn the Bluetooth off on either your phone or turn the watch off itself. And let's just say you are watching a video clip on YouTube and you accidentally turn your watch on. If your Bluetooth is actually also turned on your phone, it will actually auto connect and it will automatically pass the sound straight through the watch, as demonstrated in this clip. So the big question, would I recommend this watch to anyone? Well, actually, surprisingly enough, I would. If you're into cycling, rock climbing, or any outdoor activity which doesn't involve the rain, because this is not waterproof, it's actually pretty decent. It works really well as a loudspeaker, or if you wanted to be able to take a phone call when you are doing those activities such as rock climbing. It's very, very handy, especially at this affordable price. Just bear in mind it's not a rugged bit of kit, so it will damage the screen or things like that, because there's no Gorilla Glass or anything like that on there. It's just pure plastic, so it could scuff itself up quite badly if you don't look after it. If you do want to get your hands on this watch, I'll leave a link in the description and you can pick it up yourself. I hope you liked the video, guys. If you do, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next one.